Hello, I'm Jessica, and today I have an awesome seated upper body workout for you. The equipment we are using today will be our long elastic resistance band. If you do not have one available to you, that is okay. You can sub in another piece of equipment, 2 dumbbells, a shorter band. You will find a way to make it work. The exercises might be just a touch different, but no worries, we've got you covered. While we are working in our chair today, these exercises are designed to be low impact and joint friendly, so the body is nice and safe while developing your strength and toning those muscles. That being said, you are the expert on your body. You know what feels best, you know what works for you and doesn't. So I encourage you, like always, to challenge yourself when you can. Do what you can until you can do more, and know when to respect the boundaries of your body. Pull back or modify when you need to keep yourself safe. Go ahead, get set up, and we're gonna get started right now. We need to start with a warm-up, so just go ahead and bring those hands forward. So scooping the backs of the hands all the way up to the top. Take those wrists up, flex those fingers all the way back, and ease them down. So warming up through the wrists, through the shoulders here. Again, raise the wrists, fingertips all the way up, spread them open, bend them back, and ease that down. Nice and smooth, nice and comfortable. Modifications here, just a smaller movement. And down. Beautiful. Push through those fingers. Very good. Shoulder rolls here. So all the way up, all the way back. Feel those shoulder blades roll onto the spine and down. So stretching and warming up here. We are going to be working on a little bit of everything in this upper body today. So we want it all nice and warm. Roll those forward and in. It is a smaller movement. If you need to, you can bring the hands into the front. I find that's a little bit helpful with this one. And then we'll go ahead, we're gonna draw one arm up at a time, and I kinda want you to give me a thumbs up. So thumb comes all the way up, and it reaches straight up to the ceiling. We're not leaning back, we're just getting tall. And then you're gonna reach down and see if you can kinda touch to the left shoulder, and then swing that one down. We'll take the left arm all the way up, reaching for the right shoulder. It's okay if it does not touch. Just get as close as you can. Over time, the flexibility will increase. So again, working on the shoulders and the triceps today. So if this area of the body is a little bit of an area you would like to build some muscle and tone, we'll be working on that. This is the workout for you. Bring it up. Very good. And same thing here. And then we'll take those arms out to the sides and just work those fingertips in. You can touch the ear or the shoulder, whatever works best for you. Getting into those biceps. Awesome workout today. And then we'll open both of those arms out. Work those elbows back, stretching through the front of the shoulder and the chest. And then we're gonna close them, stretching the back. So if those forearms, wrists, and elbows touch, awesome. If not, that is okay too. Exhale, very good. Inhale, open and stretch. Exhale, inhale, open. This time, take them overhead. Reach them both up nice and tall, nice and long, and exhale, nice. Long arms back, squeeze those back muscles, squeeze those elbows in, drop it down, and we're ready to get going. So, with your resistance band here, we are going to double this up. I like to tuck my handles underneath the band and grab both but I'm really only pulling on one part. You go ahead and set it up however works for you. Hands are off of the shoulders and there is no slack in my working band. We're gonna take 10 pulses here. You will not be able to get really far. No bouncing, so you shouldn't see this movement in through your band. Control out, control in. Let's go here for 10. Eight, 9, and 10. Hold this left arm here. Right arm raises 10 times. No bouncing. You're almost there. 9 and 10. Quick little break, shake them out. I just want to note real quick, as we are lifting, there's no bending in the wrist. You should see a nice flat wrist through the whole entire movement. So we don't want to stress out the carpal tunnel or the wrist joint. Take that band back to the center. Same thing here, 10 pulls, pull, pause, release. So kind of repeat that mantra 10 times. Pull, pause, 1. Good. Keep going here. Nice and strong in the backs of the shoulders. 9, we have one more. Pull, pause, release, 10. Beautiful job. Same thing here for the left arm. Take the right arm out, make sure that wrist is flat. Left wrist is flat too. We're just gonna draw that left hand up. How high you bring this just depends on how much strength you would like to put into that left shoulder. Very good. Try not to let your right arm drop as it gets tired. Two more. And 10, beautiful. Same thing, take them down, shake them out. You can shake out those fingers a little bit if you need to. Holding on to the band requires a little bit more gripping. A dumbbell is a little bit larger, so tightening the grip on the band, it'll help improve some of that grip and finger strength also. So same thing here, take that band. You can adjust and lengthen your band for less work, or you can tighten it up if you would like more work. All up to you. We're gonna take it overhead and we're gonna take 10 pulses here. Same thing here, no bouncing it in. You should feel those back muscles working a little bit. Core is nice and tight to support the body. So your core muscles should be working. Beautiful job. 9 and 10, way to go. Now this time we're gonna pull the right arm down only. Now please watch out for the back of your chair. You can kind of turn sideways a little bit if you need to, so that way it's not jabbing into the back of the arm. 10 pulls here, really engage through that back muscle. Hopefully you're moving with me. We're off and running. We're almost halfway there. Left arm nice and strong, nice and stable. 9 and 10. Drop it down quick. Quick little shake. Great time to grab some water if you need it. We are going back overhead. 10 pulls here. Good. No bouncing. Nice and fluid with this movement. Core pulls in. Nine and 10. Beautiful job. Now this time, left arm pulls, elbow pulls down. We'll get to that one. I have a plan. Kind of skipped ahead there. Strong in the right arm, elbow down and back. Work through that back muscle. No turning, no twisting, no pushing the stomach forward. If anything, pull those muscles in. Hang in there. Think about your goals. Think about what you want to accomplish. Gotta work for them. 9 and 10. Awesome. Take it forward. You are doing so good. We're gonna take this band again overhead, and this is kind of the last one for the back muscle. So if they're getting tired, you're in the home stretch. Band comes up. Now this time, both elbows are gonna pull down. You're gonna kind of draw the chest up to the band, take it back overhead, pull, and lift. So let's go 10 of those together. Shorter or longer band, depending on how much work you need. Breathing nice and steady. Good job. Nine and 10. Take it up. I know those arms are getting tired. Hang in there. This time, give yourself a little more band on the right hand, and we're gonna pull straight down towards the floor. So we are working the back muscles, and we're also gonna be engaging a little bit of that tricep back of the arm with this one. So watch out for your hair, watch out for your face. 10 pulls here. You've already hopefully got that one in there with me. 2. Left hand anchored nice and strong. Good. Modify if you need to, smaller movement or less resistance by lengthening your band. My toes are tapping. It's a good sign I'm working. Last one here. Good. If you started a little late and you need to finish up, that's okay. Go ahead. All right. Tighten back up on the right side. So just kind of walk that band over a little bit. Stretch out those fingers, which at the end of this workout, we will definitely be stretching those fingers out. I know that they get a little cramped being in this position for too long. Maybe we'll take a halfway stretch for them. Hands come up overhead. Same thing, both elbows draw down as you raise the chest. Work through that back muscle here. 10 of these. Especially on the way up, control that band. Don't let it start pulling you in. You bring those hands back together nice and slow. So you control the band. It does not control you. Nine and 10. Beautiful. All the way up. Give yourself more band if you need it. On the left side, I definitely need it. Straight down and up. Make sure that there's no kinking in the wrist, so your top wrist is nice and straight. You're not flexing it back. Just take a quick little peek. Make sure you're good in there. Abs pull in. Nine and 10. Beautiful job. Take that down. Let's take a couple little wrist circles here. In and out. Good stretch through the fingers, give them a little wiggle. Whatever feels good, just shake them out or grab a drink of water if you would like. We're gonna grab the band from underneath. This time the palms are facing up and we're gonna pull 10 times out, and then we're gonna turn one hand in and do an exercise from there. So let's start with this one first. Don't overthink it. Don't wanna get overwhelmed. Pull 10 times here. You should feel those chest muscles working a little bit. 9 and 10. Drop the left hand and take the right hand over the top. So we're just gonna kind of put this hand here, and the elbow is gonna come in front of the shoulder parallel to the ground, and we're just gonna pull it out and in. 10 times here, more or less band, depending on what you need. Nice flat wrist. Seven, very good. 9 and 10. Release that down. My handle was knocking into everything under there. You can just get it out of the way if it bugs you too. It can't just be me. 10 pulls here. Let's go. Five more. You're doing good. 3, 2, and 1. Definitely feel it in the shoulders there. It's a good workout today. All right, same thing here. We're gonna take the left hand over and we're gonna kind of lock in this band down on the right side. So starting with the elbow in front of the shoulder, wrist off of the elbow. So really kind of a nice 90-degree angle there. Straighten it out, bend it in nice and slow. So don't let it kind of pop back in. These resistance bands are great, but you have to make sure that you are moving them. You are in control. 10 here. Hang in there. You've got this. 9 and 10. Beautiful job. Take that down, roll them out. Quick little break, but I do want to keep you moving. So again, we're going to shorten up this band, and I know it's shorten up the band, shorten up the band. We got the long band out just to shorten it. But the loop bands are just not quite long enough, and we will be tucking this under the floor later. So here we go. Left hand, again, anchors down to the thigh, except this time I'm gonna let my elbow draw up and my right hand is down a little bit, and I'm gonna bend this band up and out. So instead of being in front of me, it's now coming up at an angle. It's kind of a Tate press here. So again, no bending in the wrist, nice and flat. Let's do 10 of those. My shoulder and my elbow should not be changing position. It's just flexing through that elbow joint, taking the hand out and in. You should feel work through the back of the arm. If you don't, you might need to adjust your placement or increase your resistance. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Let's automatically switch it on over to the left side. So same thing, left elbow draws up a little bit, hand is lower, and we'll take the hand up out at that angle. More or less band, depending on what you need. Try to keep it even with the other side. 10 to go. Shoulders are working here too. Let your core work to keep you supported. Your core should be working the whole time today. Good. 3 more. And 1. Beautiful job. I definitely feel it in the upper body. Go ahead, take this band underneath those feet. You're gonna wanna make sure that it is locked into place. So from here, we're gonna turn those palms forward. You can widen those feet if you need less band, and you can bring the feet closer if you need more band. So feet closer, less work, wider feet, more work. We're gonna take 10 bicep curls here. Both of the hands go together. Make sure that you are pushing those feet down to the band. Elbows stay pinned into the sides. My band is, my handle seems to be making quite the fuss today. 9 and 10. Now, scoot your right foot in a little bit to give yourself more band. And we're gonna take this hand up and we're gonna kind of do an uppercut move here. 10 of those. Shoulders and biceps. Core nice and tight. And 10. Widen that right leg back out. 10 bicep curls. Right arm is definitely going to be working there. Remember to breathe, watch your form, especially as you get tired. 9 and 10. Beautiful job. Scoot that left leg in just a little bit. Draw this left arm up again, no bending in the wrists. Press it up 10 times here, more or less band depending on what you need. Uppercut. Two and 1. Beautiful job. Even out that band, so make sure that you have equal band length on each side. We're gonna go ahead and these hands face down, so the inside of the palm faces to the floor, and we're just gonna draw these up 10 times. No bouncing. Again, nice and solid in that shoulder joint. Halfway there. Nine and 10. And then right away, we're gonna kind of send the body forward and push these hands straight back behind you. No bouncing, no bending in the wrists. Core pulls tight. The palm is facing the wall behind you, or whatever is behind you. Flat hand. And 10. Very good. Let's go right into a little shake, quick break, and then we'll return right back here. 10 lifts, nice and fluid. So you're kind of hitting the top of the work and the bottom just before the tension releases. So you don't want to be just releasing, losing all your work. So you're working the whole time here. Smaller movement, constant tension on your band, more to less tension, but we're not returning to no tension at all. 9 and 10. Straight back, except this time, instead of the hand being back straight, turn it so that it is your pinky lifting behind you. Just a small change in the placement of the hands. It's gonna make a little bit of a difference in this work. Try not to let those arms come really wide. Keep them in close to the body, not so close that you're bashing your chair. But you should definitely feel those triceps working here, especially at that top lift. You can give it a little extra pause if you would like a little more work. Stay heavy on your band. 3 more. And 1. Beautiful job. Scoot those feet in. Make sure that you, again, have that band sealed. We're going to draw this right hand up, punch it out, and lower 10 times here. More band if you need a little less work. Obviously less band if you need more. Working on the chest muscles here, our pushing muscles. Good. 9 and 10. Take that down. Let's go ahead and do 10 on the left. Draw that hand up. Punch it out, return it down just until you feel a little less tension. So don't come all the way to a slack band. Give the shoulder a little bit of a chance for some extra work. Halfway there with this one. Awesome. 10. Beautiful job there. Go ahead, even out the band if it got a little off track. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a rotational curl. So the palm is gonna start facing you and then rotate up. And we'll alternate here unless you need to take away more band, in which case you will do 5 on the right and then switch it over and do 5 on the left. I think that's the option I'm gonna go with today. If you wanna alternate, you're gonna do 10. So let's get going here together. Elbow stays pinned into the side. 5. If you are working with one arm at a time, switch it over to the other hand. And all done. If you're still working on your 10, you have a second there to finish it up. No rush. Very good workout here today. Go ahead and take the band around the feet, and we're just gonna take the handles over to the front and draw them to the center. Now work those feet in, and we're gonna take a nice little bit of an overhand grip. So right now I have my left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. I'm gonna start by pulling to the left first, working on the core and low back strength here, also biceps and shoulders. So let's go 10 here towards the direction of your top hand. Nice and easy, smaller movement. You can drop one of these bands if you need less work and just work on the one side. You should feel your core working. It's definitely pulled in and engaged. Don't let those bands pull you back in. You resist that to control it. 9 and 10. I'm sure you can guess. I'm gonna take my bottom hand, move it to the top, take my top hand, move it to the bottom, and then I'm gonna pull over towards that new top hand, which in my case is the right. Very good. Two and one. Beautiful job. Go ahead and step off of that band. Now, if you have a chair like mine where you have an open space, you can thread the band through it and you'll end up with 2 loops and it'll be anchored to the back of your chair. If you have a chair where you do not have a space for that band to get through, you can go ahead and lock it under the legs, and then you will take those handles kind of like a jacket here and pull them up and over the shoulders. I will show you this modification here as I feel like it's maybe the most of what people have. So you can feel that this band wants to pull back to shorten up. So drawing it over the shoulders here, I'm gonna crunch forward and pull back. 10 of those here. It is the same thing if it's anchored to the back of your chair, except you're just not sitting on it and you're not gonna have to work so hard to keep it onto the shoulders. Crunching, pulling those abs in. Very good. Ending with our core work today. And 10, beautiful job. Undo that band and you can let it fall to the back of your chair. We can worry about it later. It's not going anywhere. One more ab exercise and then we are all done. So we're gonna scoot those hips to the front of the chair. Left arm, right leg, nice good deep breath in. Exhale, crunch them together and out. So leg stays lifted, arm stays lifted. We're just drawing them together. They do not have to touch. Good. So if you can't quite see what I've got going on, it's gonna look like this. You have your chair if you need it. Nine and 10. Let's take the same thing on the opposite side. Pull those core muscles in as you draw this elbow and knee together. Eight, 9, and 10. Beautiful job. Take it back to the front. You are all done. Give me the chance to help you get stretched out, get those muscles nice and long again so that hopefully we are ahead of some of the soreness tomorrow. So first things first, interlace those fingers and we're just gonna press them down nice and easy. We're not bending into the wrist real big. This is for the fingers. Very good. Turn them over and draw those fingers towards you. And then we'll ease them down. Here we go. We're going to kind of tuck the right fingers towards you and just kind of roll to the front of the wrist and back. If you have sensitive wrists, I would skip this one and just kind of maybe do it here and reach underneath you instead of applying pressure. That's up to you, what feels good for you. Like I said at the beginning, you're the expert, you know. And one wrist might be more sensitive than the other, and in that case, you can just do it on that side. Good. Take those hands up and give me nice little thumb circles here. And then cross and open. On this cross, you might feel a little bit of a stretch on the inside there. And then we'll release that down. Take this right arm all the way up. Again, kind of reaching for the left shoulder, but this time we're gonna leave it here and take a static stretch. You can guide this arm in with a gentle pull from the left hand if it feels good, or you can gently push from the front. Should feel good, should not hurt in the shoulder or the elbow. Just skip it. And you can just work on the stretch itself and just focus on getting nice and tall rather than pulling. Take that one down, cross it over to the front. We'll release that one down. Left arm all the way up, reach for that right shoulder. Oh, so tight already. I can tell we did a good job. If it's uncomfortable, just use your breath, trying to relax. Don't fight the stretch, don't tighten up. If you need to back off of it a little bit so that you can find a more comfortable place to be slightly uncomfortable, that works. Draw that forward and take it in and across nice and gentle. I like to pull from the forearm rather than on my shoulder. I avoid the joints anytime that I can. And then take that down, nice little shoulder circles here. Let's open up those back muscles. So you're gonna kind of step to the right, support the right arm on the thigh and just reach that left hand forward. At the same time, you're gonna be pulling your spine towards the left side of your chair. And then open that all the way up. And we'll take the other side here. So step out with the left. Draw this right arm out, pull the spine back towards the right side of your chair. Nothing funny in the neck. The neck is just nice and neutral. And then open that up. Right ear to the right shoulder. And then left ear to the left shoulder. And then head up to the center, followed by a nice good deep breath in. And then let that go. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting me. If you have not hired me as your trainer yet, please click subscribe. It is always free and you'll just be able to find these workouts easier. I have everything ranging from yoga to seated to standing workouts. So you don't want to miss any of those. Until our next workout, you guys take good care of yourselves and I will see you again very soon.